the last bullet point on this slide is iLogic forms versus Visual Studio forms. So as an example there, so an iLogic form, those are those forms that we create here within the context of Inventor. So if I wanted to add a form, I have a form editor that comes up and it allows me to leverage different parameters, different rules that are inside of the model, or different iProperties that are inside of the model. So in this case, these types of forms are internal to the model or the file themselves, okay? So they're very convenient because we can leverage parameters, properties, and rules. However, there's not a whole lot that we can do in terms of configuring or formatting our forms. You know, in terms of different graphics and different capabilities and different behaviors, there's only so much that internal forms and global forms can do for us from iLogic, okay? Grouping them, creating a picture, empty space, a label, a splitter. We have some capability, but it's extremely limited in what you can do. So if you're just starting off with iLogic, maybe using the iLogic forms is a great way to get that started. However, if I go back here to my model, we do have the opportunity to create Windows forms with Visual Studio, and that's what this is. So I created this form inside of Visual Studio where I can do different group boxes and I can do radio buttons and I can control visibility. So if I select LEO, this box turns on, but if I select something else, this box turns off. It allows me to do things like, let me go here, plug in some values. It allows me to do things like create different list boxes and tables, and I can create or select check boxes. And the cost here is actually being pulled from a SQL database. So based upon my selection, I'm updating the information for cost per metric ton based upon a calculation within a SQL database. So there's a lot of a higher level of functionality if you use Windows forms as opposed to iLogic forms. So that's the benefit there of using iLogic forms or Windows forms.